it's ready for me to introduce the folks.
I think it's good. Hey.
Right. Oh,
welcome.
There we go. Perfect.
Go.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to Daggerheart in Space. Let's introduce our characters real quick and get to it. Let's see here. Sean, you want to go first?
Well, Sean the Unhumble Bard here. Tonight I'm going to be playing Catigan, and I'm accompanied by my companion, Chonk. He goes everywhere I go everywhere he goes. And quite recently we've been finding ourselves, our friends here, in quite a pickle. Up in some vents, escaping like a whole mess of folk after us. And yeah, looking to get back in it and see where this adventure takes us. Glad to get my dog out of there alive. I think.
All right, Corey, who are you playing tonight?
Hey, I'm Corey, and I will be playing the part of Staci. If you don't know who she is by now, then get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Stay around, and you'll find out more.
Please don't.
No way, don't leave.
Don't leave.
Please don't leave me. I need your validation. Thank you. Bye. Not really.
All right, Alex, want to go next?
Yeah, I am playing Klempf Eastwood, the Fungril Seraph. Yeah.
I didn't hear that last time. Klempf Eastwood.
Klempf Eastwood.
All right. And Lacey, what do you got for us?
Man, your southern accent just gets me every time. I'm playing Frogwog Polyglog, and last time I spent most of the game as a giant snake. That was a good time, so we'll see what is here happens.
Beautiful. All right, let me limber up here, and we'll get right into some shenanigans. Okay, so after your harrowing escape from the Coca-Cola bottling facility, you've all made your way back to PepsiCo's headquarters on an asteroid known as Newport to claim your reward. And of course, after parking your bovine meat jammer into one of the bays and getting several odd looks as you pull in, you eventually make your way to the offices where you meet your contact. The elevator ride isn't long, but the cramped space is stuffy and the air is rife with the discordant tones of jazz music. Inquiring at reception gets you directed through the maze-like corridors filled with offices and cubicles, and eventually up another jazz-ridden elevator. When the doors open, you're greeted by a large avian creature behind a wooden desk. Let me change the map here real quick so we can see. Boop. There we go. You guys see the office building there. You see the bird creature behind the desk down there, but I got you guys up in the main office there. But as soon as you walk through the elevator door, he kind of just squawks out at you guys like, "Mr. Crothers is expecting you. Please go right ahead." And he kind of gestures, like waves you down the hall. And as you guys walk down this long hallway down to this office, you see a large, like, dog-headed man sitting behind a desk, puffing on another comically large cigar. And he kind of like eyes up the four of you and says, "Well, hello there. I heard about you folks, and you caused quite a ruckus over to our competitors. One they ain't likely to recover Tom anytime soon. Tell me how it went. I'd like to hear it straight from the source."
Staci coughs exaggeratedly at the smoke and waves her hand and prestidigitations up the smell of some essential oils to cover it up. And it just kind of blends in with the smoke. It doesn't help too much.
So this is our boss here.
So this would be, let's see here. When you guys were brought into the office, you were looking for like your original contact, because I imagine you just kind of answered some like posting or something. But when you'd gone in to speak with your original contact, you're actually directed over to this fellow's office, which, given the lavish desk in front of him and like how long it took to get up to this area, it seems like he's kind of like either upper middle management or somewhere in there.
Middle management.
I'm gonna do my best to keep this feller off screen because of copyright. So, but we can imagine this guy.
Is it? That's all right.
Steve, no.
Oh no, I did the bad thing.
But yeah.
Where's the copyright jar?
Oh yeah, no, that's a strike.
Yeah, what's the copyright?
Three strikes in your
I
house.
gotta say,
Yep.
Oh no.
we'd be
But anyway,
knowing what
wait,
I know
Wait,
about Steve.
I can fix it. I can fix it.
so yeah, this here
Famous last
feller. Well, I think we
Got
got
a
in there.
mustache.
It came down to a square off between me and Mr. Computer there. But he, after some wallops, he learned his lesson and he gave up his information. Had to get rough though.
We went
Oh, yeah, we
great.
did-
I
we
got
did it all.
turned into a
Yep.
snake. That was a lot of fun. Killed some guys. That was pretty great. We met this here fella.
Yeah, the ad never said anything about not killing lots of people. So just FYI, lots of bodies.
I don't know. There weren't that many bodies. There was just some.
I mean,
Look,
most of them were robots. I think. I think. Yeah.
You know, they carry insurance for a reason. It's fine. But more importantly, did you all get the stuff?
I reckon.
If the stuff was friendship, yes.
Staci puts her face in her hand and elbows Froggy. The thing, remember
What?
that you took?
I got all kinds of things. I got this here thing, and I got this here thing, and I'm like, I pull out some like leaves and like a little bit of mud, and I'm like, what thing you want?
So yeah, I suppose it's been a hot minute,
core.
but you guys contracted to get the essence from.
Now recording.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
Greg.
there we go.
No.
Yay!
I don't know if the stream heard. Yeah, they did. They heard that.
Yep.
And we're good.
All right, but you guys were contracted to
deceased.
grab the secret recipe and the essence from the bottling facility you guys had just raided, and I believe you guys did leave with both of those, and of course Chunk as well.
Chonk.
Well, you can't have him, but you can have this in, and I'll dig out the core that I got and the. Were we gonna give him the plans, or were we gonna keep those?
Flashback.
I don't
We
know.
discussed this earlier.
No, we're gonna. What kind of read I get here on this here filler?
Oh, tell you what, that sounds like a roll to me. Let's go with a. Let's go with a analyze. Oh, sorry, with a knowledge check. I'm sorry, I was looking at the different things. Yeah, give me a knowledge roll to kind of like get a beat on this guy and kind of figure out what he's up to.
15 with fear.
Ooh, perfect.
Ooh, uh-oh.
And did we get a little downtime on the way
Ooh.
back?
I mean, yeah, I would have taken some time to get over here. So if you need to heal up or whatever, like that's
Like more than a day? All right, cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would have took some getting over here. So I skipped ahead a good bit. All right. So Catigan, you kind of like look around his office a little bit, and you see a a little picture on his desk that has his like non-copyright image wife and son on his desk that don't look anything remotely like somebody else's IP. But also you see like a number of like plaques on the wall about like managerial performance and like that sort of thing. You also see there's kind of like a black file cabinet kind of in the back of the room as well, and like a large screen kind of behind him. And you kind of get the feeling that whatever this guy's up to, he is doing his best to maneuver things for the company. And given the nature of your contract, it's a little bit sketchy. But since since things in the universe have kind of gone south a little bit lately, business practices always aren't quite up to ethical standards as they used to be. But yeah, I think you kind of get the feeling, in short, that he's probably looking to either replicate their recipe or to at least keep it out of anybody's hands to compete with them.
All right.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I think we make more money if we give it to him.
Can I offer a suggestion? Organic.
Go organic.
Are we?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, game changer. I'm throwing it. Free idea. That one's for you.
We tried going organic, but there just wasn't enough orphans to fill demand. But we're gonna get there soon.
Oh no. Can I ask a really stupid question that has
Hold
to
on,
do with game mechanics?
Yeah, what's that?
How do I refresh? How do I take a long rest?
Oh yeah,
It's
good
not
question.
like you have to pick what you do during downtime. So like if we got one long rest, you could do two things, like tend all your wounds, or clear all your stress, or repair
Okay,
all your armor.
but
Like if you hit downtime
but
up top,
like-
it tells you what to do.
Okay, but like
There's not like a
how
long
do
rest
I?
I'm gonna repair armor slots.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to take a moment to like repair all your armor slots, get rid of all your stress, like whatever, like yeah, because I imagine it would take at least like a couple days. You guys could have chilled
Cool.
and had a bit of downtime to relax and enjoy yourselves on the ship.
I'll do
Okay.
armor and stress.
Well, let's listen. Can we talk to Mercer and tell him that he needs to figure out a way to make the character sheet just do that?
Matthew, please.
I think it's a question for Demi-Plane.
Demi-Plane, please.
Demi-Plane, get your crap together.
Demi-Plane, please.
It's,
Alright,
it's
'cause
very
that's-
nice, but
Lightly irritating is all I'm saying.
I think I have one thing that does long rest. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted. Okay, well, oh, you mean this thing here with the plans, right? I got those. I guess everything you want us to get, and I'll dig out the plans, like pull out like a couple crickets and like. I like pat him on like my little crickets on the head, like you stay right there, and like pull out a couple more like twigs, and like, oh, it's 1 second, it's in one of my pockets here somewhere, and I like finally like fumble around enough. I'm like, oh, there it is, and I like yank it out and pass over the plans and all the extra stuff we got, and then I'm like shoving all my crickets and crap back in my pockets.
And as soon as you do, he just gives you like a big Cheshire grin and just like takes the essence and the thing, and immediately like puts it under lock and key inside of his desk. And then he grabs like a small remote that's sitting up on top there, and he goes, "Well, this is just lovely. Well, let me see what I got here for you folks." And he pushes a button on the remote, and you see the screen behind him. It's actually a live feed of the parking bay, and you guys can see your Spelljammer parked there. And you see several people loading what appears to be like large chests of gold into your vehicle, as well as a like 6 large glowing glass objects that kind of look like bombs.
oh, hot dog.
What are those there? What you putting meat jammer?
Now hold on just a second.
Please don't keep calling it that.
Those
You know I
three
hate
chests
it.
there.
Especially when you call it the
It's
moist
too
meat
late.
jammer. It just
No, not the double M's.
I don't love it.
The cow jammer.
Cow
Need I
jammer.
bring out the whiteboard again of names that we still need to vote on? So
Yeah.
we'll get back to that.
Staci, we still haven't picked a name,
Let's
so
circle back to
that's
that,
kind of on you, love. I think you were in charge of that.
All right, but he's like,
All right,
I got
Jennifer's
the
doom
boys
it
up
is.
there
Okay.
loading up 3 chests of gold for you, and I had the boys from R&D drop off a little present for you as well, and consider a personal thanks from yours truly. Our R&D folks up in here, we're mainly a beverage company, but sometimes, when you're mixing a bunch of stuff together, you come up with something entirely unexpected. So here's hoping that'll work out for you folks and you can put it to some use. And he takes another big puff on the cigar.
It's like peanut butter and fish smoothies. Someone had a fish smoothie and another person had a peanut butter smoothie, and they bumped into each other, and it created a peanut butter fish smoothie.
Yeah. You know, the boy's exactly right, except sometimes that fish smoothie explodes, and well, we got a whole other department that sells that lot.
I feel like we got some
like
mixed
when,
metaphors
you
here,
know,
but
Pepsi used to sell those. I'm sorry, they would give them away to people that drank enough juice boxes. Yeah, the what were they? Fighter jammers or something from the old war? Yeah, I guess they had a lot of surplus.
All right. So, more importantly, the reason I called you folks all the way up here is I got another job for you all if you're interested.
might be something that piques our interest. How did I end up the talking person? Is my question.
You were the first one to talk, I think. Just like that's
Dadgummit.
Stop saying stuff. Other people will join
I
in.
can't.
I don't like to talk to my lessers a lot. You
Yeah.
know?
Have you met me? I can't stop.
All right. Well, since you acquired, he kind of like leans over in his desk there and kind of like rattles one of the drawers, and eventually pulls out like a big glass bottle with a couple of different stoppers on it, and like two different kind of like multicolored liquids are kind of floating around inside. He's like, this one's a simple delivery job. We got a competitor over on at a set up a facility over at Hydron 9. It's got some sort of weird water table where they can pump and bottle as much water as they want without any loss in the planet's water cycle. So we're looking to slow them up a bit so we can either replicate what they're doing or, you know, find another source for our own bottling production. So all it takes is just bringing this to the planet's surface, preferably as close to the facility as possible, pulling both the corks, dumping it in, and skedaddle on back here so you can get paid. How does that sound?
I think maybe we could do that, eh?
Is the payment comparable to what we just did?
What are we talking
Could we
here?
clarify what we're releasing into the water supply?
I'm afraid that's
I'd like to circle. Are there inhabitants of the planet?
I mean, I'm sure it's just like a coagulant or something, you know? Just like stop up the pumps and stuff, right?
Like a thickening
Can I
agent?
look at that? Can I look at it and tell what it is? I am a druid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if somebody wants to take a look at it, and by all
I am a
means,
druid, although I'm kind of flavored like a thief somehow.
yeah,
You don't take a
You're
look.
a kleptoad,
and
is what I've
A
come up with.
kleptoad.
If Chonk and I both look, is there any kind of help? Let me see. I'll look that up.
well, I was actually just thinking about that, and I wonder if Klempf, you know, given your experience with beverages, if there may be something you could do to help out
So
Frogwog to get some advantage on this.
I will spend a hope to give advantage, and I will also add a prayer dice, which will be a +4.
Ooh, love it. Okay.
Sweet.
So what does that look like in character? Like, what are you? How are you helping Frogwog, and what kind of prayer are you doing over there?
So I think what I do is here, back where I grew up, we have this way of testing liquid, and he's gonna hold the bottle, and he's gonna shake it. He goes, what you do is you count the bubbles as they rise up, and that tells you kind of the proof for how strong the liquid is inside. And usually that's used for moonshine, but in this instance, he's going to try to discern if there's poison in the bottle.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, go ahead and make me that knowledge roll, Lacey, with all the bells and whistles that you were given for it.
I do, in fact, love bells and whistles. That's good, because my knowledge is not great. Okay, and then when I roll advantage, Remind me again what happens
D6.
with advantage.
D6.
D6, yep.
So I got a D6 and a D4. Oh, I don't know if I need.
No,
Holy
not
buckets.
a D4, just a +4, flat +4.
Oh, +4. Okay. So 30 with fear.
Dang, okay.
I rolled an 8 and a 12, and then which makes 20, and then the 6 and the
Right.
4 gives me
Yeah,
another 10. So 30 with fear.
okay. Do it. This is how I'm going to spend this fear. So you can kind of tell, like, the way this bottle is made, there's kind of like a glass separator between the two liquids. And a lot of times I've seen that with like a very powerful like adhesive where you like mix the two parts together and then it bonds to form something stronger.
Or toothpaste.
Like watch this liquid like as it like shakes and bubbles and stuff. You kind of see it like flash a good bit, and occasionally you'll see like the liquid kind of like almost like shudder or like move violently kind of on its own. Like it'll just kind of like suddenly just kind of like lurch off in one direction all of a sudden, just kind of like popping a bit, a little flubbery, with some like
Here.
right in there. So you can definitely tell whatever this is, it's pretty volatile. And I would say the fear there is that like whatever this is, it is clearly probably like experimental, and you're not entirely sure like what an effect it'll have.
Pretty gumdrops. That's fun.
Mhm.
Right, I think we can take that. Then I'll just put it carefully in one of my pockets. I open my travel coat and tuck one safely on this side and one safely on that side.
And he kind
Next
of
to
like
some moss and like some other things that I have in my
it's like,
coat
like-
pockets.
all right, I will take that as a yes then. I'll have the coordinates sent to your ship, and I'm gonna say if we get word that their facility is properly gummed up as we hope it will be, you got another 4 chests. You guys can look forward to a nice little hoard of gold all to yourselves.
Hmm.
I like the sound of that.
Yay, goody goody.
I think I like that too. I like to get some more mud in my room if I could.
Yeah, how about you give me your share and then I'll help you get some mud. Just the best mud,
Well, as long as I'm getting everything I need, I don't really rightly mind too much. I don't think.
Mm.
Steve, I sent you an image in Discord that we can use, that we can show. I don't know how much longer we're.
Like,
Yes.
now we're gonna be here another hour. Now
What was that?
Now that we have a
Now that the fat cat
non-copyright
has a
image,
good
we'll be
image.
here forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
There we go. Perfect.
What's
As we're leaving, can I
Oh, yeah.
can I use my tongue to maybe try to steal something?
Go on.
Okay.
La 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 la.
All right. So before we get to leaving, he's kind of like.
I'm
no,
gonna
this is
elbow Catigan real hard to distract him. Because
Should I
like
prepare
this is a
teleport?
bit they know that I do. So
I'll.
You guys have any questions before we you'll head on out?
So there's just infinite liquid on this planet? Like, forever? That doesn't make sense. It's not right.
Sorry, I was moving the
There's got to be something funky going on
token
here.
back into position. There we go. Non-copyrighted Mr. Crothers.
There we go. All right. Take this
Like-
screenshot and
Well,
then
as-
freeze frame for everything before this point. Now we're good.
There we go. Perfect.
Then you would miss all our
There we go.
expressions. No.
The tokens?
Like,
No, not
Oh,
us.
there,
No,
tokens.
just
Yeah,
the
not us.
game
Yeah,
board.
Got it. Got it. Future Sean.
Yeah.
Nope. Cut this in
it'll
post.
be fine.
Stream's
Any
got to come down
complaints
as soon as
go directly
possible.
to me, and
Is it like I already
I'm
showed
adorable,
it?
so-
Is it really that
We'll get
like
sued.
gets scanned and like really?
That company? Yeah, that's like their thing.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I thought there was like you could show something for a second and like reference it.
You can,
Or,
but for like we've been on 25 minutes now.
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
His face got colored in. It's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, the
Look, I mean,
the planet.
feel like-
yeah. This doesn't.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I feel like it's good marketing. Like All Dogs Go to Heaven was a bop, and like we should
it was.
appreciate those.
No, it
little
was.
films. It was such a good movie. All right.
We can say that. We can't just.
But yeah, he goes. So as far as I can tell, and as far as our boys can figure out, they have been able to ship off hundreds and hundreds of bottles out of this facility. And if we count, none of the water levels have gone down. Nothing. It just keeps on producing and producing, and we haven't quite figured out why. Which is precisely why we have you here doing this job. Because if you can slow them up, we can either figure out what they're doing and do it for ourselves, or if we can get them shut down entirely, well, then that's one less competitor we have to deal with. So that would be most appreciative, and we'll make sure it lines your pockets well and good.
And how do you feel about the corpse situation? Like, is that okay?
Look, they got insurance. It's fine.
Okay.
Well, are
I
these
rolled a
corpses
10
or are
with
those like
hope.
a machine man back there? I don't.
Like,
Did we spill actual blood or doesn't like
Mhm.
gears and oils?
Excuse me, Clanks can think too.
Yeah. So you did take out a bunch of robotic sentries. I feel like there were a few guards and a
guards.
couple of
Yeah.
or scientists that didn't
Oops.
quite. Yeah, they were kind of mushed up a little bit in some way or another.
Oopsie.
Yeah, I definitely magically eviscerated at least 2 of them. So
Got to break a few eggs.
yeah.
Gotta.
And then I shoved one really hard into a wall. I don't know if he died or not, but yeah.
I punched several holes in people's heads with my tongue, so and my tail, actually.
Some species have more than one head. I just love how we are, have this wonderful galaxy open to us, and gold is still the standard. It's just so
Yeah, not
cozy,
credits.
It's hard to break
Two
off the gold
constants in the world:
standard,
pumpkin spice and gold. Yeah.
pumpkin spice and gold.
All is right in the
spice.
universe with the pumpkin spice and gold.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the season.
All
So I
right.
rolled a 10. I rolled a 10 with hope for my tongue attack.
He who controls the spice.
Theft.
Oh my gosh, she isn't.
Okay, is
She isn't.
anybody like
Oh, she
distracting
is.
him while you do this, or is this just? Is it just
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
mean
it was
that's what they
Chonk.
were doing,
Yeah, Chonk.
right?
So I
Yeah.
was gonna whistle like a
All right.
really high pitch, like dog only whistle that Chonk knows to run interference, and I'll do the same thing I did
I
earlier.
love it. Okay.
Anist.
Yeah.
What do you
I
say?
was wondering how the cat
alright.
person and the dog person were interacting, or
Look,
the
it's-
dog and
it's
the
like-
dog person.
It's it's the it's the universe. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Want to roll me a presence cat again as you try your ruse there?
Heck yeah.
It's like
Yes, sir.
Zabji and all the frogs, Yeah.
Ooh, +0. Let's do it. Bam. This is 6 with hope.
6 with
Woo!
alright.
Get them all out now.
Ooh, awesome. Crushing it.
Chonk, damn it.
All right.
Can he at least bite him on accident and get some damage? No.
Wow. Just chomping him.
He never
All
does
right.
that, I swear.
So, so I feel like with a 10 and a 6, I feel like this is how it goes down. Catigan starts whistling. He starts kind of wincing a bit. But Frogwog, you just kind of lash your tongue at his desk, ends up catching the picture of his family and pulling it towards you, and he goes, "What on earth are you doing?"
Just
I
want to
will.
take a
I
little
will.
closer look at that.
I will try and use my magic hand to kind of push the tongue out of the way a little bit awkwardly.
Oh, actually, I'm like, well, I thought there was a fly back there. I was getting hungry. We've been in here for a while. I'm hungry, guys. Come on.
Okay. Listen, we will get her back to the ship as soon as we can. And I promise everything will go well. We did this first job great, didn't we? And flash
I'm
a smile.
hungry.
Yep. What? No. We'll get you. We'll get you food, Klepto. Just
Most
no,
places
you,
do provide snacks.
and nope. We need to go. Nope. No hanging. Nope. We don't need to look for any snacks or anything. And I
wait,
will.
can I get my picture back? That's my wife and kid. I need that.
Oh,
they're
family,
right,
so
lovely.
cute.
Here you go, and I put it back. Like,
All right.
sorry about.
I
about
prestidigitate the saliva off. And I will try and convince him that we will take care of things, even if this is a blip. And we're gonna get out of here before anything bad happens. And if I need to roll anything, I'm queen being it up with my experiences there.
Yeah, no, I think we're good there. But as you guys are heading back down the hallway and passing by the weird bird person receptionist there, and it kind of like squawks out at you guys as you pass, like, "Did I hear you folks say you're hungry? I got some coupon if you want it."
Oh man,
Now,
you
hold
beat
on
me
now.
to it.
I mean,
Bird person.
I do love a bargain.
Yeah, my mama didn't raise no fool. I don't turn down no coupon now.
Yeah, and out of like a pocket,
I'm feeling quite peckish.
Like several coupons, it kind of like hounds them out to you guys, and
I'm gonna immediately check the expiration date.
Yeah, there was surprisingly no expiration date on this coupon. Yeah.
Lifetime validity.
It's actually like it's not necessarily like a fancy coupon, like like you would cut out of a nice unpublished paper. But it's kind of like, look, it's fairly like simple. It says when you read it, says Starlight Delicatessen, 20% off and a free bowl of soup.
Is that the place in Brawlmart? Or is it somewhere else?
Mm-hmm. And he just kind of just goes.
I've never been in a Brawlmart before, so I try and stay out of there.
Klempf, are you one of those extreme couponers there?
We do, back where I'm from, appreciate a bargain, and there are quite kind of a lot of us. So we do, try to scrape by where we can. And there ain't nothing wrong or disrespectful about saving a gold coin or two.
Well, I'm not really judging you. I ain't got no place to do that after the mishap he had back there. But just a question.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we definitely appreciate a bargain.
Yeah, they were handing them out at the corner. I just grabbed a bunch. So,
and I have to say, soup is the savory smoothie of the food world. So I'm very excited.
I under my breath, I'm like, I like a bargain too, especially when it's free. Mm-hmm. And I clap my sticky hands together. Cluck.
I like to imagine you steal a few coupons, even if she's pulling it for free.
I might stuff a couple of coupons in me jacket.
All right. But the important matter is we all got coupons, right?
Yeah. It's not about delivering the liquids. It's about the coupons we got along the way.
Okay.
The deals.
All right. So with that, then, is there anything else you guys wanted to do into this this bottling plant facility corporate headquarters dealio, or otherwise we can move along here?
Yeah.
No. I successfully tried to steal something, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, stretch your legs.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, as you guys are heading back down to the Newport proper, and like heading back towards your Spelljammer there, so this asteroid is like fairly like recently developed. It's kind of like a imagine kind of like the seedy parts of New York or like another large major city. It's a lot of like long like back alleys and stuff. They're kind of dark, flickering with like neon lights and stuff. But there's all sorts of different stuff going on here. It's kind of like Times Square with all the different flashing lights and other stuff happening all around. And you see there's like a number of like bazaars and several other things that are going on here. And you guys got a good chunk of change now. And I know you guys have so you got a coupon in your pocket. You've got a bunch of money on your back on your ship. Where are you guys headed? What are you guys doing? What's the next move for you all?
Is there any gambling establishments?
I'm sure there might be. Like, we can figure that out.
Staci might have enjoyed the thrill a little bit of the prior experience, in which she lost her money and then gained some back.
Yeah, I don't know if there's another Knave and Dusters here, but there might be something around. So maybe this might be a good time to kind of bring it to collective and figure out what your all's next move is.
If we take all of the gold that we just got and we bet it, I bet we could make more.
What?
Like
Hold on
multiply
now.
it, you know?
Hold on. Stacy got that sickness.
I'm not gonna agree to that.
Stacy got that
we'll
sickness.
keep,
What
we'll
took
keep
my
enough
uncle?
back to put the new name of the ship on. Because, we got to have nice lettering.
We do.
And I think we might need a tattooist. I'm not sure how the skin, how that's going to work out. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of ink. By the way, what does Klempf think of our ship?
So it's made of meat.
It's like a dead
It's the
cow.
opposite.
Well, about that.
Maybe a refresher description is in order. Yeah.
Yeah, do we have a let's see here.
You have that picture from long ago?
I think the
Anybody?
picture probably is worth 1,000 words here. I can read the description.
Try
Yeah.
a new one.
Yeah.
I've got the image here someplace because
outside.
I needed that for.
Might
stuff.
inform some of my naming options that I came up with.
Gosh, there's so many gifts. Where do these come from? These were a minute ago.
Well,
Oh,
you see what happened was.
Yeah.
See what made journey did.
It's
I'm already
it's-
so alarmed.
Can it at least be like a deceased huge cow instead of
Oh, yeah,
like a
that's what
bunch
I'm
of
imagining.
cows put together?
That's what I was thinking. Like
Okay,
a
good.
like a
Yeah, I
you know
thought it
there's
was just
space
one big
whales. I
giant
assume there's
cow.
like
Yeah.
giant space cows.
Like a
Yeah, I
mastodon,
assumed
but
it was
a
either-
cow,
Yeah.
but a bigger.
I mean, what else lives in the Milky Way?
Okay.
USSC
All right, I know I gotta say to my phone
Bessie.
here, so give me 1 second. I'll upload it to the chat again because I needed that for some other stuff I'm working on for you guys. So I want to take full
So-
advantage of our
God.
meat ship. All right, so there we
This is
go. We got it in the
Yeah.
Discord chat there. AI generated dragon skulled meat, and I'll kind of read the description that went along with that if I can.
Oof. God.
Add 2 here. So essentially,
This is cute. I gotta mute myself. Your face is
just
Mm.
And that's a little more technological than I think it's a little more organic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
I've got
Sean
the
had spun up a
description
few too. Yeah.
give me 1 second. There it is.
Oh yeah.
There's a new one.
So essentially, when we had designed this ship, we kind of rolled in a bunch of random tables, and we got an organic hull, and it kind of escalated into this bovine structure ahead of you guys. But supposedly, it's got a like a void dragon skull. It's like a large cow meat ship with apparently like tattoo line compartments that open up for like the cannons and different stuff. It's got a mine layer that shoots like bone fragments. It's
The
got
tattoo lines
I'm
being like
obsessed
the
with that
lines. You
second
know how they
image,
mark a
though.
butcher's diagram,
Mhm.
like the dotted
Yeah.
lines.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got we've got an expanded cargo hold, which has got 13 stomachs. The propulsion systems is these large dragon wings it has on it.
Magical, which makes
we've
sense
got
with
a
the skull.
Forge and an infirmary. We got the beating heart engine room that's located near the forge. Yeah, it is going to be a wonder to sit down and map out when I get some free time.
So, Klempf, I guess first question would be: is it alive?
Oh no,
It's
no,
like
no.
kind of alive, not like it's not like breathing,
Was
but if you
was
go
it
in there,
was it alive at one point?
Yeah,
probably.
like certainly.
Okay, so then Klempf would probably, when he came on board, he would use
Oh,
Death Connection
dirty
to
dog.
connect with the ship,
Nice.
Oh no!
and determine whether or not it would be okay with this.
No.
And by that, which part of the ship? Because there's the dragon skull, which is from a
I think
void
the-
dragon.
I think we'd probably
And
go
the
with
cow body.
definitely the cow body. I think we'd start with the
Yeah.
cow body.
Yeah.
All right. I think Klempf, as soon as you try to like connect with this thing, you put your hands on it and try to get your fungal neck, into this bovine structure. You just hear kind of like this deep mental, I almost like a feeling, but you kind of hear like, "Moo, it's living."
Okay, I mean that's really all I needed to know. Yeah. Back where where I grew up, on a ship called the Holler, we always said consent was the most important thing. So as long as that's all right, then dibs on the udder. Because
Staci has probably the least organic room. She's as close to you as you can get to like the magical, like the ley lines that go like from the skull to the wings to make it all work.
Yeah, I just figure
I'm in probably the most organic room, so you're darn close to me because I'm just off the beating heart chamber.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of figure I don't know that a smoothie necessarily has anything to do with a cow, but I feel like if it did, the udder would somehow be involved.
Oh no!
Wait, boy, you never made protein smoothies?
Occasionally, we did. We called them
no.
chowder.
Oh dear. Oh no.
I reckon Catigan will be
God.
somewhere in the back. Keep our. I'll watch our 6. I think it'd be appropriate anytime we come under fire for the tail to like raise up and
Yeah.
let me start firing my gun out the back here.
Oh, the 6 udders? Yeah.
No, the tail.
No, I'm thinking there'll be like dispensers. We'll have like a strawberry banana, a green tea, something really with beets, rich in iron and all that.
I feel like there's
You
a potential
thinking
there for some
golden
sort of, like,
beets, or you
space
thinking-
oil slicked.
Thinking like red beets.
I mean,
or-
it has to be golden beets. I mean, my
Right.
lord, the Justice is all about the golden beet. It's his symbol, actually. It's a bright, shining gold beet.
I love that.
Excuse me.
That name's great, but you really, really gotta put the right emphasis on the correct syllable.
I usually we don't. Where I'm from, we don't speak with our mouths, so this is a little new for me. I'm used to mushroom folk, and we just kind of talk to each other. We don't have to do this flapping.
I've encountered your type before.
I mean, well, whenever we encounter your type, we have to use our mouth holes. And it's so dry. That's why we like the smoothies.
That makes sense to me. Usually, there's a lot of me going when it's just me family, just me family, and I get a little tear because my family is gone.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful.
I mean, they just left the galaxy. Our planet kind of got destroyed. It's fine, but it's still sad. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Oh gosh, I know. I haven't seen Chet in forever either.
Chet?
Yeah, Chet. My boyfriend. He lives on Brawl. Yeah.
He doesn't go to this school.
No.
Okay.
No, he's from
He attends
Brawleywood.
another meat
It's-
ship.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, yeah. Have
There's
other
only
people
one
seen?
meat ship, and it was an accident. Okay.
I mean, we haven't, you know, we haven't really been back to Brawl, so no. And we're just traveling around so much; it's hard to get in contact. But I'm sure he's fine. You know.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
he's totally
yeah.
fine.
Long
Yeah.
distance relationships always work.
And I could really just like teleport straight over there, but you know, it's I don't want to. If you miss at this distance,
yeah.
you end up in an orbital body, and it just yeah.
So you have the ability to go back and connect whenever you want. It doesn't mean you have to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to stare at the journal of my nemesis that so far confounds me and eludes me, and I cannot open. And wish death upon her constantly. And you know, Chet's just he can live with that for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they always say the best relationships are small doses.
Yeah.
And
I
you
like-
seem
I like
like a small dose kind of person.
Klempf, I think we've really connected. You know.
I agree. Mainly because
Speaking
you're
of
touching
which,
me.
I think I'm gonna go to my room.
No, wait, hold on. And Staci runs and then wheels out a whiteboard. And on it are a few different things. We have to figure out the ship name, everybody. Okay. First off, my other ship is a dragon with a cow head. I thought that was cheeky. Death to Jennifer, Jennifer Slayer, Jennifer's Doom, the Void Bull,
Jennifer
the
Slayer.
Doom
Now,
and Blue
hold on.
Moon,
Jennifer Slayer. There's something there.
or the Draco Bovine. Anything else? Anyone? Any suggestions? Doom of the Blue Moon is a reference to where this thing might be from, the ship originally, where there might be giant cows that make cheese.
Can you drop those in chat?
Oh yeah. Totally
Thank
didn't like have this
Thank
list
you.
going. Yeah. Or any and all variations of some sort of Jennifer's demise. Yeah. I tried to think of something Chet, but it's just like, you know, it's not coming to me.
Like you're not going to chat.
Yeah. And he never comes to me, by the way.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it really sounds like a one-sided relationship. I'm going to be honest.
Okay. I was kind of thinking the same thing, but yeah.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, I think you're my number 2. That slot's been open the entire time I've been with this crew, by the way.
Who's your number 1?
And she looks at number 3 and 4. Oh, I'm number 1. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Duh.
Am I number 3 or am I number
I mean,
4?
you know,
It's fine. I can be number 4, but I'm not stealing nothing for you anymore.
I don't want to be that guy, but I am going to point out there's also a dog here, so one of y'all might not have made the list.
yeah, Chonk's pretty. I mean, he's great. He's there, and he doesn't talk much. And
Now, hold on there,
chat.
fella.
yeah, his hair is honestly, it doesn't get nearly as many things as Catigan's. So I'm constantly cleaning out my robes. And white hair shows up on pink way more than black hair. For some reason.
Alright, well, I don't really care what our ship's named,
Attack of the Space
so I'm
Bovine.
gonna go take a mud bath nap.
I
Let
feel
me
like
know
there's
when
gonna
you
be
need
some
me.
sort of like parasite, like kind of hanging out in one of the muscles. Like just gonna pops his little head out, just goes, "Where about the cow pie?" And then just pops back into the muscle again.
Oh no, not the space tapeworms again. Wait, what did you say? What
Not
did
the space
what did the head
tapeworms
say?
again. That's a great.
What about the cow pies?
Oh, like the crew's name?
What about the cow pies? That's the name of our ship, guys.
Mm.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I like the Blue Moon Doom.
Pretty good.
And then if we get 3 of them, they could be the Blue Moon group.
Ooh.
New side quest.
No.
Get more ships. Oh, we also have a key to the dealership that my dad's friend runs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of different stuff on the
I
table.
didn't
right
steal
now.
that
Like
at
a key
all.
to the a key to the box where all the keys to the other ships are. So, which we have not done anything with.
So y'all have access to other ships, but you're choosing to ride around in this. Okay, that's fine. It's good to have all the
I
information.
mean, I wouldn't say. Listen, I wouldn't say we really have access to other ships necessarily, because I feel like this is like a worst case scenario situation.
We got
Okay.
a whole mess of gold. I don't know if it's enough for a new ship or.
I mean, I do want to make sure that we extract any secrets that the Void Dragon might have psionically imbued in its bones before we move on to anything else. But, you know.
I can.
Yeah.
What do we want to know?
I want to keep the ship
oh,
forever,
wow,
is all I'm
that's-
saying.
I can ask it a question.
Like, just one.
Let's
At
find
the
out.
moment-
Let's find out how many
at a-
questions you can ask it.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, I can. It's not so much like a question. It's, is there something that you think it knows that you would like to know?
Ooh.
How to destroy my enemies and leave their kingdoms in ruin. Yeah, mainly I want to get into Jennifer's journal. 'Cause that's
So does it what does it know about Jennifer, and specifically a journal?
yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the dragon skull. I'm gonna like stretch my arms out and like put my fingers, or they look like fingers, but they're not really fingers, up against the wall, and they're gonna kind of like start to spread out, like fungus starting to kind of grow. And I'm gonna use Death Connection again.
Yeah.
And try to
Beautiful.
extract a memory relating to Jennifer's journal.
Yeah. You want to shoot me the thing for? Oh, okay, there it is. Let's see.
There is no thing for Jennifer's journal other than my background, a book you're trying to translate.
Beautiful. No, it's cool. I
Which
was
is-
just trying to see what the Death Connection thing real quick.
But yeah. Flashback to
Yeah.
OG Fungril.
All right. No, I love this. Okay, specific or sensation.
Clove.
Okay.
Rest in power.
All right. So tell me again what that looks like. You're gonna like put your hands inside the inside the cockpit, the skull thing, and are trying to commune with
Yeah, and my
Okay.
the like mushroom parts of me start to like spread out and kind of like my spores are like spreading throughout the bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the crew was like, if it knows anything about this Jennifer Myers journal, right?
Yeah, so I guess, does it have any? I guess I'm like saying Jennifer's journal, and I'm seeing, is there some sort of reaction that comes to the surface when saying this?
And I have been in the room
Ah.
close to it in the Heart of Magic with her journal kind of presented, almost like an altar
Why
kind of
don't
thing.
we, why don't we
it's
make-
my focus? Yeah.
Why don't we make Jennifer our next target? You're talking about, he's asking us what are we gonna do next? Why don't we
Oh.
build Jennifer as an adversary now? And
What if we poured that bottle into her pool? I'm sure it would do something.
We could replace her regular smoothies with a bulking smoothie so that she slowly gains muscle mass.
Oh my gosh. This is like the best idea ever. And then if she tries to like stop eating so much, she'll cut and accidentally get muscly, because everybody knows that you can just like eat too much and accidentally get muscles, right?
Yeah. There's like a story that they told on the ship that I grew up on that was something like that, and it was a prank that all the kids loved to play. Smoothie swap is what we called it.
Oh, okay. Did you didn't grow up on a planet?
No, I grew up on a ship called the Holler. Down in the Holler, we kind of all spread out and knew everybody, and kind of that's where the colony's from.
Oh, okay.
The
That's different. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of all just grew there. and then split off. And once you kind of get to a certain point, you go off and you try to find your own thing, but you come back and you make the colony better. So I'm kind of on a walkabout right now.
Yeah. Respect there, fella.
Okay. So to jump back real quick, when you try to commune with the ship there, and I feel like I should describe what kind of feeling you get back from it, but I feel like the question is so unexpected by this void dragon skull. You just get this immense feeling back that's just who is Jennifer? Completely confused, what?
You know what? I'm gonna say, I don't know either, but thank you for asking.
Yeah, and with that,
it does not know, guys.
It does not no idea.
Star Galactica.
The way you guys were talking about this Jennifer, I thought that maybe she was some sort of important figure. I'm starting to think that maybe she's just some random person that you decided is your nemesis.
Whoa. That is totally not
that
true.
I have a problem with that. If that's what you want to go for, I'm absolutely. You guys seem like good people. Where I'm from, if good people need help, we help them. So yeah.
We seem like good people? Oh. You're like the first person that's ever told us that.
To be fair,
just wait a minute, it might change your mind soon.
It's fine. To be fair, you're the first people that have talked to me and not just shot at me immediately with lasers or thrown sticks or rocks. So, you guys are aces.
Well, I didn't have a gun at the time. I was kind of a snake, so I didn't really have the opportunity to do that. But you didn't seem like you were gonna hurt me or anything, so.
Yeah, true. And to be fair, when I met the other two, they were busy already shooting and killing other people. But we're gonna look past that.
Right. That's fair. Anyway, back to my mud nap. Me and the tapeworms are gonna go have a mud nap. And I'd go have a mud nap.
Give me 1 second. I need to add parasite NPCs to my.
Oh no.
Perfect.
All right, just that's gonna be a fun thing to bring up later. Yeah,
and it's great. We never run out of food. We just carve off a haunch, and then when you come back later, it's back.
Yep.
That's terrible. I don't want to make that canon.
The
troll ship.
game worms. Game worms, where you're battle worms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're like.
I don't know. I kind of envision they all just sound like Meatwad from Aqua Teen Thunder.
Worms Armageddon. No. I'm thinking, is it a Futurama episode where he's got worms in his stomach?
Yeah. Or it makes
something similar to that.
Make him smart. Yeah, he eats an old gas station sandwich or something. And
yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, great episode.
Speaking of, by the way, the Disney album with the pop punk band doing covers, it slaps. I was chainsawing trees today, and then Paint with All the Colors of the Wind comes on, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, wait, this doesn't. I'm cutting down trees while I'm listening to the Pocahontas song. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Ooh.
So the one ad that worked on me so far.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Steve.
So that was all wonderful, but I have no idea what you guys are getting up to next.
Well, are we going to
kill
Jennifer's gonna target
the liquids?
We're gonna figure out what this stuff does and if it's good enough to put in Jennifer's pool. And then.
I mean, I could probably figure out. I would imagine that might be something with somebody's help. Probably Staci's help would be something that I could probably synthesize.
The stuff.
Or at least figure out.
I mean, if we wanna study it, I'm all for that. Uncork it and take a dropper of each side and put it in some water and see what it does. But part of me feels
we probably don't need all
that
of
was
it,
something that we need to do not inside the ship.
We're not doing that in the ship. That's why it's in my pockets and I didn't give it to you.
Maybe it's like
Because
is
I
it like
do not
it's an
trust you to
infinite,
not do
infinite
something
thing,
stupid.
and it's self-replicating, and that would be, yeah, not great. Because I'd have to get all new clothes because we'd lose everything, and all the gold would go away. Yeah.
That and the other reason it's in my pocket is because if I turn into an animal, it's not just gonna randomly explode or break.
Would we have any sort of reference? Like, I know there's probably not a net, but like, I don't know, like
Like a cargo net?
a
Some sort of-
a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. No,
Okay.
yeah, so,
Okay.
some sort of like
You need me
something
to?
we
I
could
can-
study or look at. To like,
Yeah.
does anything
I
like
can-
does this world like is this a phenomenon that people know about or
Yeah.
or is this like a corporate secret that isn't a public thing?
So I think that when Frogwog was examining it earlier, this was kind of like a strange like new thing that they had kind of figured out there. So you imagine there's probably not a whole lot of information on this anywhere like publicly. That said, if you guys wanted to like try and like research it or experiment it, I'm sure we could figure that out depending on how you want to go about doing that.
Probably not experiment, but I meant the planet, like research the planet, but not
Okay.
not the potion, or for lack of a better term.
Mhm.
So this is like a whole new world.
Yeah.
New fantastic point of view.
Speaking of,
Tell you what, Stacey, why don't you roll me we'll go with a knowledge roll on that real quick, and we'll see kind of like what
I'm
you know
helping.
I do that
is
thing.
on here. Yeah,
I do
do
that
the
thing real good.
Let's do some rolls here. Yeah.
And I also you have advantage on all knowledge rolls to recall information. If this roll is about the magical nature of a creature or enchantment, gain a hope, even on a roll with a fear. So, let's do that.
I mean, I'll spend a stress to help.
I think if you help me, I would get advantage on the advantage. Like it's like 2d6s and you pick the higher one. So, sure. Take it. Take advantage
Yeah.
with +3.
So real quick, Frog,
Oh.
when what is I guess when you're kind of like stressing out and helping
Mhm.
Stacey with this, what does that look like? How are you helping them exactly?
I mean, so like I'm a frog guy, and liquids, maybe not smoothies per se, but liquids are kind of my thing because I kind of have to be wet a lot to be
Yo.
alive,
Clip that. Yep.
You're using your familiarity with
So-
liquids. All right.
Yeah,
Love it.
so I
Okay, beautiful.
like if I take a little bit of it, maybe, and like maybe not with my weird little frog hands, but like
So
I'm
with
pretty
frog
familiar with
characters
liquids.
and my original character, the Moist Mancer.
Yeah, it's the Frog Channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Frog content.
Frog content.
Is that a 19,
19.
there with fear, Stacey?
Yeah, if I roll another d6 though from 2 tons of help, I still get a 2. So it's the same result.
lovely.
Yep. 19 with fear.
Okay. Let me see here. What's the best way to describe this? What's your class again, Bear?
I'm a wizard.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I couldn't remember if Daggerheart just called it wizard, if they had some weird sort of name for their classes again too.
Yeah, or a spite mancer, or yeah.
Beautiful.
Spider-Man.
All right. But yeah, in your arcane studies, you would have learned a number of wide variation of topics here, and for a while it kind of like it's kind of like itches in your brain as you think about this planet and the things you've heard about it. Well, that's when you realize that Hydron 9 is actually a series of different spheres where they were playing around with like summoning different elementals and like essentially like capturing them and trying them to like apply their uses to like other things. For example, like how in like the Eberron setting they use like
Airships. Yeah.
or like steamships and stuff like that. So it's kind of like similar experiment, but except on like a much larger scale. And you know, the Hydra 9 in particular was actually the site of they had like a very powerful like Wizards Guild there that was set up, and like we're running all sorts of different experiments. Except one day the planet was just like completely flooded, and nobody had heard what had happened from these to these folks, and eventually kind of just like passed out of mind, out of memory for like such a long time that now it's just like essentially this like large floating water world that for the most part people just kind of ignore. Like, okay, well this place is wet, let's move on. Until recently, this new company has taken a look at it. So you kind of suspect whatever they were doing here in their experiments with elementals probably has something to do with the now limitless source of water that's contained on this planet.
So, how do you guys feel about the consumption of maybe some people call them living elemental beings?
Don't sit right there, partner.
I think it might be like water elemental bodies or something adjacent. But
Yeah,
I heard the Wizards Guild used to be located there, and then they had to take their giant tower and blast off into space, and yada yada. They fought in the bug battle, but anyway, that's where they were located before, and they did some interesting stuff on all the hadrons. Yeah.
Yeah, the teachings of Justice say that one day we all will go back to the juice, but living people should not be juiced, if that makes sense.
I'm a Warden of the Elements druid, and that feels weird.
Yeah, okay, so we definitely need to figure out what's going on with this planet, because I don't want to be sipping some nice boba and then the balls start talking to me.
Yeah, it's got my innards all twisted. We can get this right.
Smoothie shouldn't scream.
Although Screamies does have like a,
I mean, it's catchy. I'll give you that.
Screamy?
It's catchy. It's catchy. I'm not going to deny it. But
It's like Cowboy Crunchies from 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
morally,
Wait,
I
are those
don't
maybe
think
dogs?
Ugh.
So it sounds like you guys might be looking at investigating this elemental business on this planet, then, right?
And then
Yes.
taking down the dog man. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
Put him
Or
down.
maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't say that.
down to the planet. Yeah.
So the question
Is the ship water type? I know it's space, but like space pressure is different than the lack of pressure is different than pressure. So most people would think that one is interchangeable, but no. So in case we need to do some boating.
I feel like that would be something you guys might have to put some time into, is to waterize this ship, because naturally it's not made for flying through water. It's made through flying through space. I think it would be like air pressurized, like have some sort of like air to it. But I think like having a liquid like flow in and getting into all the steams and everything, that might be problematic there. So let me do this real quick, because I feel like this might
I
be.
think of like a downtime project, and when we have times like this to work on. But
can we
that
build
might
a
be it.
smaller shuttle that looks like a walrus that's somehow based in a submarine?
I mean, I absolutely love that idea. Like we could do
I'm sure homemade submersibles,
I am
never
down to
anything
clown.
that could go wrong with those.
We'll just
I'm
use
just
a
gonna
bunch of
say-
carbon
Only-
fiber that we get from Boeing.
Yep.
Only if we name it Cuckoo-Cuckoo. That's all I'm
It's like
saying.
the yellow submarine.
We could paint it
shaped like-
yellow, yeah. That's definitely not going to be a DMCA problem for you, right?
Those
Who's
guys don't
gonna
care about their stuff.
Who's gonna pilot it? I am. He is. You are. We is. You
Okay, here we go. Perfect. I'm gonna bring us over here real quick.
Ooh.
All right, I'm just gonna draw some stuff here real quick. Okay, So I imagine you've got like some sort of like readout on the ship or something. It has like some basic information on this planet. Like I don't know that you guys have a any sort of diagnostics of the ship that have any sort of like concrete information, but I have like at least a little something. I'm just gonna draw on this map here a little bit. I could have just made a shape, but apparently I chose to draw it instead. Harley, can weird
What's the difference?
is there? Yep.
It's kind of like the sun, there's like coronas ejecting off of it and stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, as you go through the atmosphere of this this sphere, obviously it's basically water world at this point, except there's not really like any like land masses, so to speak of. And on this planet, I think you get a few like
Wait,
readouts.
spoiler for Waterworld.
Right.
There's land masses.
Just like, oh my gosh.
What,
For a
35-year-old
that's
movie or however old it is?
Yeah,
No.
30-year-old
No.
movie.
Oh no. Don't get upset at me, Kevin Costner. I didn't mean to spoil your movie.
Ah, dang it. I'm going to wipe my tears with my Yellowstone money.
All right, I need another, there we go. Boop, I'm just going to put a bunch of dots on this thing here.
No, he lost all that money. He put all of his like personal money into some project recently that flopped or something. But yeah,
the
that's why
film, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he also has like, it's like Yellowstone, and there's like 2 other related earlier in time shows too.
I think he was like, man, I'm over Yellowstone. Then it flopped. He's like, you know what? Yellowstone.
Guess what, guys? I'm coming back.
All right. So essentially, you
Yellowstone
guys,
2 Electric Boogaloo.
you guys have this crystal sphere, and in that is this large, like, essentially a large globule of water just kind of like floating around in space. And now, given what you've heard from the from Mr. Carruthers there, this watery planet is now dotted with like several like different kind of like offshore oil drilling rigs, but instead of just like pumping water into like bottles and stuff, and you've got like traffic coming back and forth like delivering these bottles to retail centers all across the universe. So I'll put a little space semis going to and from the planet here. Yeah. So imagine you guys are kind of sitting maybe like in your navigation room, kind of like looking at this this planet, kind of coming up with a plan here on how to investigate this server. I think, plan number 1 is definitely like if you guys are going to investigate like what's going on with this planet, whatever's happening is definitely happening underneath the surface of the water. So how do you guys want to go about exploring that?
I mean, I can breathe underwater. I could literally just like go get in it. I don't know.
I did hear one plan, which was get walrus.
If we could
Create our own sub.
sneak our
I can create a construct, although I don't know if it's going to be that.
if we can sneak Go Wally inside there, hidden in one of them semis, maybe we can get in there and
You know what? I think I might not be remembering this right, but I thought I saw some aquatic vehicles on the lot when we were over at the dealership.
that'd be mighty handy.
But it could be wrong. Yeah. And we have the key to the keys. Anyway, but we're here already, so that feels weird to go away.
Yeah.
And
So I wouldn't say you guys are
unless we
at the
flash
planet
back to
yet, like-
heist a boat. No, I think if they work here and they do stuff underwater, they've got to have ways to get underwater. So I think we just find a place, and then we can all borrow a ship. Frogwog, I think you'd be good at that.
I will
borrowing
say
a ship.
most of what's going on there is like on the surface, like
Yeah.
all the pumped up and out and stuff. So I don't know how much.
Can we fly by or get like a closer look at them?
without provoking anything.
Kind of like scout
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
If
kind
any of
what
them
I
are
imagine we're-
different.
Yeah. What do you mean different exactly? Like what's the what
Like-
you guys over here?
Bigger or smaller or more like administrative, like if there's like a maybe a central command or something that
Gotcha.
not pumping, like
Yeah, I think from kind of like, so I imagine
a
at this
research facility, something like that.
you're sitting on the in the nav room of your meat jammer.
No.
I
No.
can't.
You said it 3
call
times. Oh, it
that.
appeared behind me. No.
I know. All right. But yeah, you guys are sitting in the nav room. You're kind of like talking, kind of planning this, like looking at the maps and stuff. And then you've got like, like a view of the planet. You can kind of like, explode out and kind of like look at it a little bit. I said, yeah, one of the facilities probably does look like the, much bigger than the others. Probably like the original facility that they built there is probably like much larger than the others. And everything else is kind of like just dotted around the surface in different areas as they're like, kind of expanding out from where they originally landed. And I'll say I've got like no skin in this game, so if we want to like raid the dealership and try to find some sort of like walrus submersible so you guys can go underwater, like I am down, like whatever. I just want to know what you guys are doing, what you're thinking, how we want to tackle this.
Totally not creating art of a meat jammer.
I could go take a peek around the dealership if you want. Doesn't hurt me feelings that much.
I mean, if our job's just to pour this in, I mean, I feel like we could just fly down and boop and do it. But if we want to know more, which I want to do, it sounds like you guys too, then we probably need to check it out.
I just feel a little bad, like if there's elementals down there, like
Yeah.
I'm part of elemental. That's kind of how I'm made up, and that I feels a little
Oh.
wrong.
You are?
I'm not the. Yeah, I'm an elemental. I'm like an elemental warden or whatever nonsense.
I think most of us are water here. About 80%.
It's true. That's
right,
our bodies.
but like,
Except for the
like,
fungi, maybe.
the tenets of my life kind of follow those of the elements, and it just kind of feels bad. I know I'm not like the best being out there, but
Yeah, I wonder if their like original site would be where they would have the most documentation or information if we wanted to learn more.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to find maybe the original facility where all of this got started.
And also maybe like, are there any, our last job, we did a lot, I mean, we worked hard to get uniforms and embed ourselves into the company.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just like showed up too. So you might need to tell us about that. But anyway, it's not like we did all the super hard work and then you just got to tag along with us and pop on either. Sorry, not better. Where are we? Oh yeah, I was saying maybe we find a way to, is it like a delivery truck or something, and we could disguise ourselves? Yeah.
You must not met a ton of fungrils there, Staci. That's how they always show up, but it's usually after a rain, though. And they do just pop up like that, though.
Yeah, you usually find us in warm, dark places, like the vents.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Does that mean you don't need your own room? Can you just, vent on in there with the worms?
That's not fair at all.
I'm gonna not lie. I've touched a lot of stuff already, so I'm starting to spread.
Oh. I thought you were just dirty.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. It took you long enough to mention it. And that is a point of pride. To show that you have touched soil is a mark of honor among my people, since I grew up in a spaceship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about touch grass, but it just didn't come together. Yeah, okay. And that's good because we don't really have vents. They're more vessels. So it might get a little...
I'm spreading in those too.
Oh, great. Just don't make anything rot, please. It doesn't need to smell any worse in here than it already does.
I mean, we are literally inside a dead animal. That's not me. That's nature.
It's
The nature
been
of the beast.
preserved
It's not natural.
somehow.
It's not totally dead.
I mean, I can talk to it. It's pretty dead.
It's still like moving though.
I'm not dead yet.
But I mean,
dead.
I'm gonna say if you strap a rocket to a dead man and the rocket goes off, it doesn't mean the dead man is alive. I need to understand that you understand that before we move on to the
but if you
next thing.
magically attach the spirit and essence and body of a celestial dragon onto that man, he'll be something else, something new.
But all things like living right now or living once have still value as a living life, right?
Yeah, Justice teaches us that you grow, you become ripe, then you fall from the tree, and are turned into a liquid that then nourishes the next generation.
Oh dear! Oh no!
It's all
Listen,
juice. It's all juice.
I've got like a whole lifetime of experience as a druid taking care of living and unliving things, and gotta say the old cow jammer here, like it's like sort of life still. It's got a beating heart.
Is that what the noise is?
Have you been down the beating heart room? Like it's still there. It's moving.
Interesting.
I thought it was a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Is it a cow
thought there was a
heart
spoon
though,
out of
or is
that.
it?
Is it a cow? Well, yeah, like it's an arcane cow art, but it's a spaceship. What do you want? Like, if you go in the room, if you checked it out, it's in there.
Well, I'll check it out at some point. Interesting, fascinating.
You should probably look at it now before you start talking about juicing people and things, right? Like,
Well, I don't juice people. There are strict rules against juicing people. You have to wait for the people to die to juice them.
well, this is cow jammer hasn't been juiced yet, so it's still living, right? That's now.
Yeah, no. And as long as it is in use, juicing is not necessary. It's just that at some point
He's
we all
scribbling
return
down frantically
to the juice.
making notes.
I kind of think we should juice it. I've heard both sides.
I don't think we should. No,
I mean,
I don't think we should
look.
juice
I'm
it.
just gonna
It's still
squeeze
living.
the.
It's alive.
I'm just gonna
Come on now.
squeeze the
This ain't
wall
live.
and see if any like liquid
Oh,
comes out.
don't do that.
This ain't
Don't.
living. Mm-mm.
I mean, if we found a way to extract the dragon bits from the cow, I wouldn't be opposed to putting those onto another jammer.
Wait, the head separates as a shuttle, right? Please God. Like it detaches.
Listen, we are not leaving the couch.
The part with my room?
behind.
Yeah, that totally didn't put my room in the escape shuttle just to be there. Yeah.
I will say having a shuttle was on the rollable table, and
Yeah.
you guys didn't roll that, so the end is
Where
firmly
the
a
bones are
fix at this
fused,
point in
though.
time.
I can't. I tried to disconnect when Froggy was walking around after rolling in mud for a long time, and I couldn't get away.
I feel like I need to remind you guys that when we were rolling on the random table for this ship, that you guys each had a re-roll in case something was awful and nobody used one.
Yeah,
so.
nobody used it on the meat
Oh, no.
jammer.
I love this shit.
Tissue, organic. No one at all.
Listen,
I didn't know it was an option.
personally-
Definitely would have re-rolled.
Also,
It's
void dragons
because-
are kind of derpy. They have an underbite. They're kind of like anglerfish. They're less like traditional
you
dragons.
guys are boring. If you wanted just a metal ship, come on, keeping it interesting here.
We are the ones
You're
that made it a
about-
cow ship.
Yep.
It was just organic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then it would have been a cucumber. Like the two options in my brain were cow or cucumber, and so I went with cow.
I was thinking Zerg.
There's a
I was thinking,
million
like,
ways to
old
go that aren't
alien,
dead
yeah.
carcass that PETA is.
I gotta say, the art for a cucumber
This is
spaceship
why. This
would
is
have
why
been.
I'm never
cucumber spaceship with a dragon's
TTRPGing
skull
sober
head.
ever again. I was totally sober when that happened, and I'm never doing that again. That's what happened. Because I could have said dragon. Like after the dragon
Yep.
skull, I was like, the third thing that came to mind was dragon. I'm like, no, I'm going with the first thing that comes to mind, which is cow.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's
Cowabunga it is.
I personally love it myself, but
Cowabunga.
a little bit of nightmare fuel, but I'm in.
And the interior's really what
Like,
got me.
I think it's great.
look,
It's
I'm
unique.
looking
No
forward
one
to
else has
mapping
a
out the
concept.
thing. Like, it's gonna be beautiful. And
Yeah.
that is a project I'm looking forward to.
I think you like didn't
Our
first
HR
year or
Geiger
something have a living
Cow
ship.
ship.
Yeah.
All right. But to get us back on track here a little bit, so something you guys
Good luck.
original facility, and I heard the kind of the plan was to sneak on some of the on board some of the 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 space trucks going back and forth delivering bottles and whatnot.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to smuggle ourselves in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
And when you
And by
guys get
sneak
to this,
aboard, I was thinking like take over, but y'all can.
Well, yeah. I mean,
yeah, if they want to do that too, like
Take
that
their
totally
uniforms,
works,
you know,
like,
that all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
could be any kind of creature you want me to be too,
So
by the way.
let me make an addendum here. We're gonna hijack a space truck and then bring it to the planet. That's the okay.
I mean, I'm open to other options. You know, if you think we could just land there and maybe tell them that we're researching, or yeah, I
Here's the
do
thing.
have advantage to consort
not-
with nobles, but privilege.
I'm not very adept at flying, but I can turn into any creature you want me to.
gonna sneak on in there. We could definitely hide Catigan, or me and Chonk and whatever Frogwog turns into. We could hide in the back, maybe the cabin or something, while these fellers here, or maybe not Klempf here. Maybe just Staci.
Yeah, I'm a little bit better at. Well, I can talk. I'm pretty good at talking with folk. Hiding and being sneaky, less so. But I can be charming when I need to be.
If we get some
I
uniforms
mean, I
the right size.
could. It might be a little risky, but maybe if we hung out in orbit and studied it for a little bit, I could teleport us there, but then we wouldn't be able to just leave. Which, by the way, teleport's weird, you know, in the context of like a space. I've only ever used it like locally, so like on the same planet.
Mm.
Try not to make it just a go anywhere you want. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I've got hijack a space truck, and you guys are looking for information about the planet, like what they've discovered as they've set up these facilities. Then, right?
Yeah, looking for something not too fancy. Study the traffic for a little bit, and if there's any like equivalent to like Walmart or what was it,
Brawl Mart.
pick up one of them Brawlmart trucks and yeah,
Brawlmart trucks.
something
All right.
inconspicuous.
I
don't know
lied.
why
It turns
that's
out my
wrong.
navigate skill's pretty good, so I could technically
I love it. Okay. So the other question
Pilot, whatever
comes
you
in,
need.
so let's say you go to the facility and they find out they have, you find they have some sort of information on like what they've been doing here. What's the plan after that? Like, let's say this is like this information extraction is successful.
Mhm.
Where do you guys go from there? Like, what's the next step? Or do we want to get like getting too far ahead for you guys?
I feel like it depends on what the information is.
Right.
I suppose, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Also, got to
Yeah.
give some recon on their defenses, and gonna see if we're gonna need our cow ship for.
Yeah.
But we'll leave it out here for now.
Yeah, I feel like the one thing we do, I think you guys would know this. Like, whatever is happening, like inside this planet, is definitely happening under the surface.
Mm-hmm.
So getting underwater somehow is probably going to be a priority, guys, for you guys at some point.
Mm.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, you want to see if they have any sort of like aquatic repair vessels like at the facility. I imagine these would be like smaller, more for like their pumps and whatnot. Or do you guys want to try to like bring in your own thing and drop it in there?
Our own
could probably
thing
use
gives
one of
us
their-
more options, but their
Yeah.
thing is probably less conspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, I could fly in as some kind of flying like native flying beast to the area and do some reconnaissance.
A planet of all water might not have.
I was about to say,
native flying beasts.
is it just all aquatic? Water world might not have anything
Well,
that
here's
involves
I mean, if
the
there's
thing,
buildings, there might be
if-
birds.
flying fish.
Huh.
I would say there would be, if there's any kind of structure, there would absolutely be birds because
Yeah.
gulls and things,
Yeah.
pelicans, etc.
Yeah. Like, I like the idea of one of their ships.
Yeah.
Because we don't know like how deep things are, or how much carbon fiber we'll need. Maybe they have tubes that just shoot you down there and back up. Yeah.
We might have to charge the controller.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
It can also turn into aquatic stuff. So like,
Okay, so if we do need
could
to...
we Jonah in you?
Could we?
Yeah.
How big can you
I'd
get?
really rather you didn't. I can turn into.
I mean, I'd
an
rather
orca.
not be
So
in your
pretty
mouth.
big.
Yeah.
I could turn into an orca, so pretty big.
Try not
But-
to chew.
At least with that, we could have like the three of us in the ship, and you can swim alongside. Well, depending on how deep we have to go, I don't know if pressure is going to be a problem.
Catigan, is water going to be a problem? Like, I know sometimes.
I don't love it, but
Yeah.
if it takes out what it takes, get the job done. Yeah, I guess so. That's what I got Chonk here for. He'll keep me strong, keep me honest.
Okay. Yeah, Chonk looks like he can swim.
Chonk loves it.
Not like the little dogs that bob.
No, Chonk ain't no bobber. No.
I've had to
Alright.
rescue my sister's bulldog from the water once. Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, no, this is beautiful, and that makes it nice for me because I don't have to plan two separate heists. But I was totally willing to steal this one ship and then steal this other ship, and let's go do the thing. Like, yeah, I'm all for it. So,
Yeah.
but no, this is much more straightforward.
The
So that works
stealing
out.
campaign.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. A
fantastic.
druid who's a
I would-
thief.
I mean, if we had no morals, just drive by and drop the thing in the water. But yeah.
Yeah, which is also an option. So beautiful. All right, I feel like we've got some semblance of a plan here. Good place to call it for
Yeah,
tonight.
a
then,
semblance
before
of
we
a
get into,
plan.
The concept
Yeah.
of a plan.
Yes. Yeah.
Enough
Oh,
for
no.
you to prepare. Yeah.
Yeah, not for me to play. I mean, like,
I mean, you're not president yet, so
you guys had a lot of different options to go through tonight. Like, I wasn't sure we were gonna go swing by the diner. If you guys are gonna go to like try to like buy some stuff with all your money, we're gonna jump right into things. So, but this gives me like an idea like where you guys are headed next and how we're going to tackle this particular conundrum. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
lovely.
And with you guys chatting it up, that means I had to do less work tonight. So I just
Yeah.
It's
let you
always
guys
good.
in the space and I can just hang out here. So it works for me.
Those are
It's
the
my
best
job.
Water
ones.
planet. So maybe there'll be frogs. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we
Right?
have to include frogs everywhere.
More of my people.
Nice.
Cool.
Alright, I think we're set.
Well, in the
So
stream
yeah, I think we're
day.
good then. So yeah,
And then next week
thank you all for
we're
watching.
off because the tech guy is out in New York, and we're already in a very small room in a house, and it's like I can't. There's no more
Yeah.
corners I can find to squeeze. Cool. All right, I'll end the stream. Yay! Thanks for watching. Yay!
Yay!